Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon back with another episode of DC Universe Online, and we're looking at the latest time capsule for another price guide. So this is the Dark Knights Metal time capsule, and I'm just displaying two of the lower end ones right here. Sylvia to the left has the green metal chroma, and Teal to the right has the bronze metal one. So first off, we're going to look at the feats to get an idea of what you actually need to collect at the bare minimum. So under general, there's one here for opening 15. There are no breakpoints at 5 and 10 like some of the past ones, so anyway, like 15 always rewarded like the actual prize. So yeah, you're gonna have to open 15 to get this feat, and that's not too bad if you've saved up all the stabilizers from the last time there was a capsule release, which is kind of what I did. So at the bare minimum, 15. And then we're going to go into styles. So there is going to be one for each of the chromas. And I think there's 6 of them. But yeah, we'll look at the broker for the current prices on each of those. I kind of think there's like 5 or 6, but I will link to the original live stream that showed them. They're kind of all spread out, so that's why I'm kind of looking for them. And of course this is a lower character. Yeah, so these are the other metal ones. There's the Minotaur head, which is one of the collection pieces. Yeah, I think these are kind of all over the place. What's under themed? They should show up close to the bottom. Right, so two of them are here. One is under styles. For the Minotaur head was one of the collections. Fireflux Aura is a collection, and same with ink, the ink style, ink material. And then under iconic, you're going to have the two Batman Who Laughs suits. So Laughing Knight, that's the enhanced one, and the regular one. So it's kind of standard, but there is a bit of a difference in this capsule. Like, you still have the 3 collections and the 2 gear sets, which was common in I think the last 2 recent ones. But the difference in this one is there's no emblem set, and instead you have the chromas. So you do have to collect them all on the account. I would say, I guess that's the bad news. The good news is there's no overall feat. So that means you don't have to collect like all of them on a single tune just to get a feat. And oh wait, there is one more I missed, because there's the random aura drops. Crap, I don't even know which section that would be under. That's got to be just styles. And I know I didn't collect any of them yet, so they should be at the bottom. So we got the metal stuff. I don't see it here. I think capsules need their own category now, so that way they don't have to like spread these things out all over the place. Yeah, I don't even know what section that's under. Maybe it's general? I'm pretty sure there's a feat to collect all of the auras. I believe there's 4 of them. And they all come in partials, like, you know, right hand, 2 hands, hands and feet, hands, feet, and head. And like, I think the previous one that had it was the Gotham time capsules, and you just needed the partials of each in order to get the feet. Unfortunately, I can't find the feet right now. But let's move along and look at the prices. We'll do the auras first. Auras and materials first. So out of the auras, I'm not sure what the prices are, but Pink Ultimate is probably the lowest. And it's still going to be pretty high because in opening the capsules, I have yet to see a single one of the full one. I've seen many of the partials, I just didn't take them. So these are all partials. All these pages are partial auras. Okay, there we go. There's the first one at 2 million. So we have Pink Ultimate, probably a fair value would be 3. Because you see like some overpriced ones here. Then we've got Blue Vortex. Maybe that's wrong, or it's really rare that there's none of them on there. Okay, there we go. Oh, Blue Energy Vortex. And this is a variant of, I think we had an orange one before, or it was probably just called Energy Vortex, which was a pretty good atomic one. This one looks pretty cool, but oh wow, these are actually good prices in my opinion. 2 million for that at this point in time. And there's more of these than the pink. This is actually lower than the pink, like on average. That's a little bit weird. Because I would think this one is more practical, as in like more players and more powers kind of match this one than the pink one. Okay, so let's see. There are 2 more variants. We've got the red umbral. And this one is starting at 9, so you can tell this one is in very high demand. And then there's the green mystical. This one's got to be pretty high too. Yeah, we've got the green mystical starting at 10, and there are very few of them. Now the thing is, I think all 4 of these have the same drop rate. I think that was the case last time as well when we had the auras and partial auras. So in the case of these random drops, the frequency is determined by the rate of consumption by the user base. Okay, let's move on to the chroma materials. Let's look at the overall picture. So you can search for a chroma pack. And that's distinguishable from the chroma reward box from the previous booster bundle. So right now, I would say like a bottom support level for these at this point in time, and we're about 1.5 weeks through the promo. And remember, these are going to be around for a long time. This is going to go through the middle life of Metal 1, which is not even out yet. So these are going to be around for 2 months, 3 months. So the prices will drop, but at this point in time, I would say the support level is probably around 12. So if you see anything below 12 and you want it, you should just get it. A few days ago, I would say anything under 20 would have been good, but there are more opens during the weekend. Today is August 31st. It's a Saturday. So you will see like a weekday trend. So these probably will jump up a little bit during the weekday when there's less gameplay, people are opening less. But it should trend down towards the middle of the life of these. But the other factor here is we can't really draw a graph based on like a past capsule because this is totally different. Like essentially these chromas are replacing the emblems, and you know, hands down chromas are going to be better than emblems, simply because there aren't a lot of gear slots, gear pieces that have an emblem slot, whereas a chroma is applicable to every user. So you see there is sort of a gradual transition, but I would kind of draw a line where there's two tiers. Like on the lower end, you're going to have bronze, purple, and green. So you see those are about 20-ish and under. And then like, I would say above 20, you're going to have blue, red, and dark. And then there's going to be, you could probably put dark in a category of its own. I would say a fair value for blue and red would be right around the 20. If you can find one for 20 and you want it now, that's the price you should pay. See, dark is double a red. And like the auras, I believe these have the same drop rate with each other. And consumption, the price and rarity is based on user consumption. So dark is more rare because people are using it up more and leaving less in the wild. And that was easily predictable because it's a grayscale. It's going to match like more people's styles than the others. And these aren't like reskins of each other. They look very different. Like dark sort of has like a gunmetal for the metal, and then it's got like a gray and a black. Yeah, unfortunately I can't preview these from here because they're materials. Red is unique because it has a glow. And then the metal is like a heavy quartz-like texture. I haven't seen blue yet. You'll just have to refer to the live stream for that. Green, you saw it on Sylvia. Bronze, you saw it on Teal'c. What else is there? Purple kind of has like a unique metal texture as well. It's like a little bit rougher and heavier looking. If you want to preview any of those, I'm kind of working my way towards them. I should have all of them on my, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Between the two, they should all be there except for blue, which hopefully I'll get in the future. Okay, so we're going to move on to collections. I'm not going to go over all the pieces, but I'll give you an overall feel for how much they're worth. The lowest one seems to be for the Fire Aura, and that's, now there is actually a drop rate difference between the three collections, and that's pretty normal. That's gone on from every capsule, starting with the first one. Most of the pieces for this, last time I checked, were around 600K. They're probably lower now. Let me try to find an example. What we're looking for is Fire's Hair. Okay, so that actually went up to 1,000. That was 500K before. So So let's see, jewelry is one of the middle ones. Okay, so these are going to be around $1 million a piece at this point in time. They should drop later on. The rare for this is Arrowhead, and it's the last piece in the collection. Last time I checked, this was 20 million. I think this will probably drop to 9. So this is going to be the most common one. The middle collection awards the Minotaur helmet. So it should be slightly more expensive per piece. So you see like a 2 million there. And they're relatively even across the board except for the last one. So here we have a 3 and 4. The rare here is called letter N. And it was 50 the last time I checked, but it dropped to 32. So I'm thinking this one will probably go down to about 20-ish. Now the X factor here is I'm thinking that the fire aura is probably in more demand than the Minotaur helmet. So that could bump up the lower collection to slightly higher, and it could make the Minotaur one slightly lower in comparison to like a previous capsule's 1 and 2 spots. Okay, the rare here, and this one is different in the capsule. This awards ink material. The weird thing about this one so far, I've noticed that there are 3 rare pieces. So this one's going to be really annoying to get. Like, you're going to have to open a lot of capsules just to roll the rare, plus you're probably going to need one of the others because they're going to be expensive. The average price of these seem to be $1 million, but let me just pull up another one just to get an idea. So walnut's about 2 million. So if we say they're 2 million a piece, the rarest piece is called Inkstone. That's the one that's going to be in the hundreds of millions. So I think this one is out of reach unless you happen to roll it, and in which case you might be tempted to sell it because of that high ticket. In slot number 1 is India Ink, and look how high that is. I mean, it's not like the others where it's 2 million. The other one that was relatively high was Powdered. Yeah, and that's still up there at 10. So this one does have a high, middle high, and still relatively high, like the 3 spots, and then the rest are about 2 million at this point in time. So this one's going to be a tough one. Yeah, I don't know why they did it that way. Okay, what is the Laughing Knight set called as a box? Pretty sure there's something called Chains box. Yep, okay, so it's forbidden. Now, I think this is going to follow the same pattern as other gears, where you know, the legs are common. The shoulders are usually rare though, so it's kind of odd to see them this low. The rares, the top 3 rares are usually the head, chest, and back, and then the shoulders would be in the middle. But I'm seeing them on the first page. So belt normally common, and there are no enhanced ones here yet. Lots of belts. Got the gloves. Maybe the shoulders and boots move, like swapped places with each other. Because so far I haven't seen any boots, but a lot of shoulders. Okay, so now we're seeing the enhanced. A lot of shoulders still. Leggings. Then we've got the back. And the boots. The boots and the back are about the same price. So yeah, it looks like they swapped the feet and the shoulders as far as frequency. Then we've got the hood here. That's actually a hood. These aren't too bad actually, because even if you look at the jacket, that's not a gigantic difference from the common parts. So maybe the gear overall is a bit more common to kind of hedge the rarity of that last collection. So at least they evened out that. Okay, well I'll leave it at that. It's really early, but I just wanted to record a video so that way we can have a comparison to these current prices here, like later on. And I'll probably do it much deeper in, since this is going to be around for a long time. So yeah, don't rush into this one quite yet, unless you have like some other reason where it would help you out, like if you had a social media channel where the traffic actually helps you. It might be good to consume and get these up there, but otherwise, yeah, be patient. These do have a higher chance of dropping later on. But yeah, that's it for this price guide. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.